All right, what's going on, guys? It's Sense, and welcome back to another video, man. And we are back over here on some Diablo 4. Now, I have made a ton of progress since my last Diablo 4 video. I believe I was only level 64. Now I'm back here. I am level 84, as you can see. I haven't grinding. My drip is a little bit ugly right now, I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, we're gonna hop in. And I'm just gonna talk to y'all about like my experience so far in this game. This is my first ARPG. This is my first ever Diablo game. All right, so we're here in game, and this is my Necro build. I am obviously running a Bone Spear build, and the problem with that is I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But yeah, this is my Bone Spear build. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much have everything how I want it. The rolls could be slightly better on some of these, especially my amulet. But yeah, I am running pretty much one of the meta builds in the game right now. And the one thing I don't like about this is the fact that I came into this game thinking that I was gonna like Necromancer because I like to summon things. I like to summon mages, summon skeletons, especially the golem. I thought the golem was a really cool concept. I was using it early in the game, but as time went on, I found out that Bone Spear was literally it for like endgame and stuff like that. So I switched to that like a ways into my build. Actually, I want to say I definitely switched around that 50 to 55 level range. But yeah, I've literally been using this exact same build since then, and I'm kind of getting so tired of using it. It's literally just draining to use the same exact one button build. And me personally, I absolutely love to use the minions. I'd love to use the minions to their full capacity, but from what I've seen through videos and what I've tried to do myself, I don't think that the minions are literally viable at all right now. I've been watching YouTubers from like Darth, Microtransaction, Asmon Gold, a few other like massive like Diablo YouTubers. I don't think Asmon is strictly Diablo, but he does cover the topic of Diablo a lot, and I watch his videos a lot, bro. I do get a ton of information from him and about all the drama that's going on, and especially with how the certain build is working in the game and how like classes are literally not viable at all for in-game sometimes. Like Necromancer, you have the Bone Spear build. That's literally the only thing that I see people running nowadays. In my experience at my lobbies, every Necro I've seen has literally been like 90% Bone Spear builds. For Rogue, you got the Twisting Blades. Sorcerers, you got the Ice Shards and the Blizzards. I see that all the time. Every Barbarian I see is just twisting around, and then every Druid I see is literally just spamming tornadoes. And I kind of see what everybody is talking about in the community right now. Like I said, this is my very first ARPG, my very first ARPG game. This is my very first Diablo game. I'm coming in this thing fresh. I'm seeing what the community has been going through for multiple Diablo games and multiple RPG games in general, and it just kind of sucks to sit here and have to play one build with this character. Like I said, I thought I was going to come into this game, you know, really loving the minions and everything like that, but it turns out that I've literally just been using the Bone Spear build the entire time. But I don't want to talk about the Necromancers too much here. I do want to talk about like things in the game that are just kind of annoying, but also I don't want to just be negative about the game either, bro. The game is absolutely phenomenal, bro. I love the game. I love the combat. Some things about the combat, I like the atmosphere of the game, you know what I'm saying? I do like the abilities on some of the characters. Like I said, I haven't really gotten too deep into any of the other classes. I've only ever played Necros. I eventually do plan on doing that, but I did want to get the full experience of Necromancer. But yeah, right off the bat, my number one problem is that there's literally nothing else in the game to build towards but literally a Bone Spear Necro, and I don't like the fact that most of the other abilities are not being used. That don't mean just buff everything into oblivion and make everything OP, but you have to do something to make these things viable, bro. Bone Spear cannot be the only viable thing for in-game for Necromancers. It just gets annoying spamming it, bro. I swear it does. And another thing that's really frustrating me with this game right now is the stash. Obviously, I've seen people comment about this a lot and complain about it a lot. They need to increase this, bro. There is no reason why we should only have 4 slots. There's no reason why we should only have this many rows. There's literally a fat chunk of gray box at the bottom that they can move around for space. Another thing, you guys see how they give us 3 rows for a normal equipment slot, and then you come over here, why is there only 2 for aspects and 2 for quest? Why not just make it 3? Why not make it 3 like the inventory? I don't understand. I don't know why they only made it 2, is whatever. I guess that the game design that they wanted to go with. As far as like farming aspects and, you know, gambling, you know, PvP and everything like that, I feel like I have to watch so many YouTube videos to figure out how to do things properly in the game without actually wasting my time. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I do feel like the YouTubers has been a massive help in teaching the community how to play the game. but at the same time, I do feel like the game itself should be doing something to, you know what I'm saying, not have to look at a map every 3 seconds to find out when the hell tide is popping up and when the boss is popping up, and you gotta like specify the mystery chest, specify the events, and you gotta look back and forth. You know, man, I just feel like some things in this game should be self-explanatory, you know what I mean? And I feel like most of it is, but you know what I'm saying, as far as like the things that we actually do need, we are literally on like 4 different websites at a time. Like, as you can see right here, I quite literally have 3 different Diablo 4 websites open, just looking at different builds and everything like that, looking at the map, bro. Like, I don't think this should be the way to play the game, but that's literally how 90% of the community is playing the game right now. And you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna come in here and act like I'm some goody two shoes that know what I'm talking about in RPG games, but you know what I'm saying, this has just been me given my experience. And another thing, let's talk about the actual in-game experience. The in-game experience has been making me literally almost fall asleep while playing. I go to work, I come home, and I want to play Diablo, but I feel like the only thing that I really want to do is just wait for the hell tides to pop up and maybe look at 2 or 3 sigils, get upset that the affixes are trash, and just get off the game. I don't feel like that should be how we play in the game, man. I feel like they should do more in the open world. In my opinion, I feel like there should be something else in the open world to give us some type of grind, some type of chase, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that Uber Lilith should be the main in-game content. Like, that just feels like something that's only for like the hardcore people that play the game. There's like maxed out level 100, you know, maxed out weapons, maxed out gear, maxed out, you know, everything. For the amount of time that I've been playing, I feel like I do have a decent build right now. It's able to take on at least like 40. I haven't tried 50 tier nightmare nudges, but I'm able to clear 40s and, you know, pretty easily. I'm definitely looking towards getting to that 50 and 60 range so I can, you know, get my better chance at getting uniques and stuff like that. And I do also want to say how this game literally doesn't tell us anything about how to build ourselves as a character, how to get more power. For me, I feel like they just said, hey, do the campaign. After that, bro, you on your own, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it should have been way more ways to, you know, I think they do describe things well, like vulnerability, crit chance. I feel like they do a good detail, you know, explaining this like in this slot right here. And another thing, let's talk about uniques, bro. Oh my god, I feel like I literally only use like 1 or 2 uniques. Like, why are uniques this bad? I feel like the only uniques that we are literally grinding for is the Shaco and the Grandfather and a few other weapons, and I feel like everybody in the community just only wants, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go right here, I literally did a hell tab maybe an hour before recording this vid, and I got 2 uniques, you know what I'm saying? Nice uniques. But I feel like I'm literally going to never use these uniques unless I completely change my entire build. Why would I change this right now for something that I'm using with my bone spirit? You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I get unique, frost chance, or yeah, frost chance, I feel like I'm gonna have to change my whole build with like something with the minions, because I know the minions can do frost, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that could be something that I would use, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really too informative on that, but especially with something like this with the corpse explosions, I don't use corpse explosion with this build. I used to use corpse explosion, but even then when I did use corpse explosion, I was barely using this unique. But now that I am a higher level, I may wanna, you know what I'm saying, put this to the side and, you know, hold on to it for when I do make another build, because I am a lot stronger now. I have more paragon points, I have more skill points and everything like that. I have a better understanding of the game, so you know what I'm saying. And another thing that kind of gets me annoyed with builds and having to like respec everything, why is there not a way to make separate builds, you know what I'm saying? So just for example, if you go over here to the wardrobe, don't you see how they have these things called symbols at the top? I feel like all of these should literally be like completely different builds. No, like am I crazy? I feel like I should be able to save my bone spill build here, have a blood build here, a minion build here, a shadow build here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like these things could be possible in the game. I don't know if these features are in other Diablo games, but I feel like from a basic game design point of view, that should be something that should be in the game already. Like, no excuses for a game that's like completely focused on make a build, perfect this build, use this build. We should be able to switch through builds, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be able to spend 20 million gold on a paragon board erasing everything, you know what I'm saying, one by one. By the way, why can't we, you know, erase a single board at one time? It just kind of reminds me of Destiny, because Destiny even added that feature to where you can literally swap entire loadouts, and your cosmetics change, your builds change, your weapons change, and everything changed about your person completely. Definitely feel like that is a basic thing that should have been added into the game, and if they are planning on adding it, I cannot wait, because I am so tired of using the Bone Spear Necromancer build. I do want to be able to switch on and off between like a blood build and a minion build. I have not used a single blood skill this entire time I've been playing other than Blood Mist. I feel like those other like what is it called? Blood Surge and Blood Lance. Literally never used them. Why is that a thing? Blight, never used it. Sever, never used it. Why have I never used all 4 of my core skills? Why is Bone Spear literally the most meta thing out right now? I could sit here and spend a couple hours making a different build, completely wiping everything. As a fact, I do have a nice looking pair unique that I thought was pretty cool when I first got it. Creates a desecrated ground beneath your Sever specters as they travel, damaging enemies for 1500 damage. Shadow damage over 2 seconds. I thought that it was a pretty cool unique. Me personally, watching YouTube videos, I've never heard anyone mention these boots, so I thought that it was a pretty cool like unique, and I got to looking at it like, bro, nobody uses Sever. Like, Sever is not optimal in game, so like these uniques are literally like trash. I feel like that unique could have got me. I could have got something else. We could have gave me the Shaco for that, bro. And then another thing, this scythe. Oh my god, bro. Why have I gotten this scythe like 30,000 times, bro? I don't use it. I feel like this scythe is literally build specific. That's what I don't like about it. Why is this thing like literally build specific? I guess that's just how certain uniques work, I guess, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave it at that. But I feel like this scythe is really good, but you know what I'm saying, I just feel like you gotta literally change your whole build for it to be even effective in game. Here's another example. I got another unique amulet that states that Blood Surge casts a mini nova on your minions. I'm not using minions. Minions is not valuable in game, so this unique is literally just taking up space in my inventory. But I want to save it because unique is pretty valuable, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to dismantle it, obviously, but you know, I feel like if I get a unique, I should be really tempted to want to use it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I should get a unique and say, oh, okay, I'll save it for later, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel currently about the game. There definitely could be some things fixed about this game. There could definitely be some improvements. Like I said, my first ARPG, I'm not coming in here acting like I know what I'm talking about with this game. Real quick, just shout out to like Asmongold and Darth microtransactions. They have been the 2 people that I've watched the most that has like gotten me through like some of the questions that I needed to be answered about Diablo, and just news coverage on Diablo like in general. You know what I'm saying? Those are my main guys I go to. I watch, I study, you know what I'm saying? I make sure that I'm listening to what they saying, taking in the advice, you know what I'm saying, putting it towards my, you know, personal experience in the game. And I feel like I'm doing good, but I feel like, you know, a lot of things in the game do need to be reworked as far as enjoyability and actual usage. You know what I'm saying? Like Frostburn, I feel like I'm literally never going to use this. Why would I want to use it? I mean, I guess I could, because Bone Spirit does actually have what, a 50% chance of lucky hit, and that could be cool. You know what I'm saying? Lucky hit with a lot of attack speed, which I do have right now in this build. Speaking of speed, why is Necromancer so fucking slow, bro? Necromancers are literally the slowest people in the game. I don't understand. These boosts right here has literally saved my experience in this game, bro. I got a 26.2% movement speed, and when I get a critical strike, it grants me another 15% movement speed. So literally these boosts have made me feel more enjoyable playing the game. I don't feel like a fucking slug running around throwing bone spheres, but I actually feel like I'm doing something. I actually added this aspect too that states that critical strikes, which are core skills, grants you a increased attack speed of 24%. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, that dude feels good. I get that critical strike with my bone spear. I'm literally just firing bone spears rapidly. I'm getting essence back for each kill and hit with the bone spears. You know what I'm saying? The game does feel good. The gameplay does feel good, but I wish it just wasn't the only gameplay that feels good. But yeah, this has been my little rant about Diablo. Like I said, very fun game. I do recommend it if you are looking for something to play on the side. It is a definite, like, you know, game to get used to. You know what I'm saying? The overhead look, you know what I'm saying, everything in the game is just could be confusing, but you know what I'm saying, I do like this game a lot. But like I said, I feel like there could be some things just that could be made so much better in the game. It sucks because I know season 1 is coming out soon. I do have a ton more grinding to do, but as it's looking at it right now, I feel like I'm gonna go into season 1 expecting so much, and I literally don't even know what character I'm gonna play. I don't even know if I want to continue my necromancer or if I want to try to play a different character. I don't know what I want to do, man. So if you guys did enjoy today's little rant on Diablo 4, if you guys do know about Diablo 4, if you don't, man, just make sure you do drop that like regardless, because it does help your boy out. And if you are new, make sure you guys do hit that sub button for your boy, man. Road to 1,000 subs, man. I appreciate the love.